My name is Pierre Plaz from PETZL, and I will present you from Outdoor by ISPO. Boreo, already existing. We will present you new colors, and also the brand new Borea. With this line, the main benefits are a really tough ABS shell on the outside. So it's a really versatile helmet for many different activities. You will hurt a lot on the top, like caving, for example, like canyoneering. So it's really robust. And one of the really important things we push on global helmet categories in PETZL is protection. Because when you're in the mountains, you can have a rock falling on you. Yes, it's a risk. And what the standard currently describes is mainly this: shocks on the top. In PETZL, we push one PETZL label called Top and Side protection. That means we test on the top according to the standard, the EN, but also with the UIAA, of course. But we go even further. We want to push to have some protection in case of you hurt your head on the side, on the back, on the front. That's why we call it top and side. So it's a global protection of the head. When you receive something on your head, but also when you hurt your head on something. Today on the standard, you take a weight of 5 kilograms, and on the top, you make it fall from 2 meters. Since you arrive to a certain angle, you test from 50 centimeters with this 5 kilograms weight. And instead of changing the parameters, we continued to have this 50 centimeters with this weight of 5 kilograms, and we continue to turn the helmet and we go down to 0 degree. So the same weight, but we test it all along and also on the back. That's why we have this form all around. You already know the Boreo. The Boreo is our unisex solution. So globally, you can see on the global shape of the helmet, it goes much lower on the back. The goal is to have a good protection all around. So it goes really, really low on the back. So the benefits of this Boreo is robust construction. So you can hurt this hard shell of ABS. It will last really long. You can flex it thanks to the EPP. The EPP is flexible. The EPS is not flexible. So robustness. Second, good ventilation, good weight. We are under 300 grams, which is really lightweight compared to the market. For 2020, since January 2020, we will launch 3 new colors. This orange, this blue, and also a red option on top of the current white and gray options. To extend this protection to most of people and also to women, of course, we create this new Borea. The Borea is the sister of Boreo. So the goal on this one is also to have a quite versatile helmet. Yes, of course. We also have this EPP on the side for the flex. We have a specific design for the shape, but most important, one size for all, from 48 up to 58 centimeters. We also keep the Omega. The Omega is one feature we already had on the Elia. The Omega is the ability to wear this helmet with a ponytail or with long hairs. So you can adjust it. We kept this Omega, and we kept this Omega also on the form and on the shell. The protection is not reduced by this design on the back because globally this part already goes really, really low on the back. So I can put it on my head to show you. So it goes really, really low on the back. So there is no, in terms of protection, if you impact here on the back, you will have this protection of all the foam you have around. So in terms of protection, it's the same level as the Boreo. $60 USD for Boreo and 60 USD also for Borea. Globally, all the feedback we have from rescue teams in North America, in Europe, it's globally most of the impact on the head in alpine, in climbing, are not due to rockfalls. Most of the time it's due to the head hurting something. After, it depends if you're lucky or not. If you hurt first your shoulder and then the head, you can have some protection from the top. But if you fall directly on the back and you hurt directly on the back of the head, according to the EN, you have no protection. That's why we push with this extra foam on the back. So in terms of feedback, we have this kind of feedback from rescue teams worldwide. Most of the accidents can involve some injuries on the head, and most of the impact are not due to rock falls, are due to the impact of the head on the rock during a fall. Globally, if you want to do, if your first request is durability, robustness, with this one we have a really good solution, really good solution, and with a really correct price. Really important thing is, even if you're in the Discover line in PETZL, you have this extra protection of the top and side. You can push on the global feeling of protection by having helmets going really low on the back. But if you have only the shell will deform, and then the contact and the absorption of the load will be directly on your head. That's why we have this foam all around. It's really easy to check. If you see some foam all around, you can imagine to have some absorption. Because when you hurt here, the foam is compressed, the foam is destroyed, it's compressed, and that's why we have some absorption. If you have no foam, you will have nearly no absorption of the energy. So if you see this, you can have some absorption. It's a first step. Certain helmets already exist like this. But one of the important things is to create a specific testing protocol. Because our goal is not to tell you have some protection. The goal is to have some requests and to have a testing protocol. That's why we have this protocol we developed, and that's why we can guarantee a level of protection. Not 100 protection, it's not possible, but we can argue on all these helmets we have in the line, Sirocco, Meteor, Boreo, Borea. You have this level of protection, we can check batch to batch, year to year, and we can follow the performance in production. We have a lot of different information on our website on how to check your helmet and when to retire it. Globally, the main idea is each time you add a big impact, it's time to put it out. And you can also check it, you have a look on it, you check if you see some cracks, if you see some scraps on it, and you have a real precise description of this on our website, when to retire it. If you have a crack on the foam, it's time to remove it.